In this video, we'll continue to look at the MPC software's user interface by learning to create programs inside the software. So, before we can actually start creating music in the MPC software, we have to bring some sounds into the MPC. The MPC itself, by default, when you open it up, is just a blank palette. There's no sounds in it. It is completely available for you to put any sound in it that you want, but there are no synth sounds preloaded into the software. So there are several ways to get sounds into the software. You can import any type of AIF, WAV, or MP3 file that you have on your computer. You can also load preloaded programs that were created at Akai when they created the software and shipped with the software. Or you can sample anything that you want because the MPC is a sampler. So any sound you can get a microphone to, or that you can connect through 1/4-inch cables or what have you, you can sample those sounds into the software and edit them and make them an instrument inside your MPC. I'm going to demonstrate all three methods of creating a program. First, I'll drag in some samples that I already have stored on a hard drive and create a program from that. Then I'll load a pre-made program that came with the MPC. And finally, I'll sample something in and create a program from that. Let's talk about what a program is. So you have samples or sounds that are on your hard drive, and you want to bring them into your MPC software. So when you bring those samples in, it collects them in a group that's called a program. Now, a program file is just a file that contains the list of all the samples that are used in that particular program and all of its settings, things like pad assignments, loop points, pitch and tuning, effects, etc. We're going to create a program from some drum samples that I have on my hard drive. So first thing I'm going to do is go here to folder 4. And in folder 4, I'm going to go to my hard drive called samples. Here on this hard drive, I have a folder called drums. And in drums, I'm going to go down here to the T's. I got a lot of drums. And I have a folder called trapped. Here I have a collection of all these different drum sounds. It's not too many. And we can audition these in a couple of different ways. If I hit this little speaker here, then whatever sound is selected, you can hear it. But if I put it on auto preview, then whatever sound I click is auditioned. Now, if you didn't have headphones on or a subwoofer or something, you might not have been able to hear this trunk shaker sound, but I'm going to be using quite a few of these low frequency 808 style bass kick drums. So you need some headphones that can replicate low frequencies, or speakers that can, or a subwoofer would be great. I'm going to show you a couple different ways to bring sounds in from over here in this list and make them a part of a program. We'll start with these. Let me turn off auto preview so it's not triggering a sound every time I click on it. We'll start with these 808 trunk shaker drum samples here. And the first thing you can do is just drag the sample from here in your browser right into your project. Here we're in sequence 4, and it's on track 1. It is a MPC type of a track. Notice we have MPC MIDI and plugin as demonstrated in a previous video. We're going to be using MPC types of tracks for right now. We'll actually use MPC and plugin before it's all said and done. The program here is just a blank program right now. It doesn't have any sounds in it. So I'm going to pull in a couple of these 808 sounds. I know I want this one. And I also want number 3 and 4 and 5. So you can just drag these in and pop them right into your project information. Now, these samples that you see right here are just samples that are part of your project. They're not yet associated with program 1. Program 1 is associated with this particular track and these pads right now. So first I'm going to set my sequence to sequence 1 here. So now I'm on sequence 1. And again, I could do this from the hardware also. And I'll be going back and forth between the hardware and the software because it's hard for you to see what's on that screen on the hardware right now.